My health great. Good evening, your old church family, and all that have joined with us tonight. Thank God for another opportunity. We trust and pray that the word that God has given us tonight will enlighten your hearts and be beneficial to your life. Before we begin, we'd like to start with a word of prayer. We ask that we bow our heads. Eternal God, our Father, we come today with bowed heads and humble hearts. Thank you for all the blessings that you've given us. Father, we ask that you protect us and lead and guide us as we go through this time of pandemic. Father, we ask that you will allow your word to marinate with us, Father, and allow us to apply your word, that we can have the transformation necessary in our lives. And we name the glory, honor, and the praise. These are the blessings we ask in our darling Son, Jesus' name. And all said, amen. 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 Thank God for you. I was trying to get my hair straight. I haven't been able to go to the barber shop because of things that are going on. And I know some people are still doing what they normally do, but I ask and pray that we will please listen to guidelines, because whether we believe it or not, this coronavirus is serious. And there are people that are still dying and being infected from it. So let's do all we can to protect each other and to make sure we protect ourselves. Thank God for you. That was our public service announcement. Now, we're going to go into a topic tonight that is near and dear to my heart. And some of you may say, why is that? Because this is something that I think that we all struggle with. This is a topic that I know all of us have some issue with at times or another. And that topic is going to be real friendship, or true friendship, or real friends. In other words, how can someone become a friend, or do we have any real friends? Or do we just have everybody that's fake and playing games with us? So that's what we want to talk about tonight. Friendship, friends, real friendship. And the first thing we need to understand is when we talk about a friend, we're trying to figure out from a biblical standpoint what a friend is, not just from what we call, we have a lot of people that say, I have friends, I have associates and all of that. We want to go dig a little deeper in there and see what we have there. So the first thing we want to do is give us a good working definition of a friend. And one dictionary says that a friend is a person who one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of a sexual relationship. And then another dictionary says that a friend is one that is attached to another by affection or esteem and is not hostile towards them. So those are pretty good definitions of what a friend is. Now, when we look at that and we talk about a friend, we see what they are. I need us to understand, first off, that human beings or humans, we are all social beings, or we are social creatures. God did not intend for us to be off by ourselves. God did not intend for us to be loners or be in isolation. We were designed to have companionship. As a matter of fact, when I was in the garden, God said it plainly, said, you know what, it's not good that this man should be alone. In other words, there needs to be somebody to help him. There needs to be somebody to be there for him. So we have to understand that we need someone. We need someone, even if it's someone just for us to be sitting at home or laying on the couch and somebody to go get the door for us. But sometimes that's all you need, or you need someone to just go and get the remote for you. But we need to have people that are around us. We need to have social interaction with each other. So when we're dealing with friends, we're going to look at and understand the concept of friendship. I tried to throw a hint out there for someone to get the door, but they didn't catch it. Please, someone get the door. All right. Now, if we do research, we understand that most research tells us that the average American has 3 friends for life. And these were staggering numbers when I looked at this. 3 friends for life, 5 people that they really like and they hang out with one-on-one on occasion, and 8 people that they like, but they don't spend a lot of time with. And I read that, I said, wait a minute now, that seems kind of strange there, because most of us, we really consider ourselves having more people in our circle than that. And then when you think about that, we think of all the people that we come in contact with. We try to figure out, okay, now, if research says I only have 3 really good friends for life, then what are those other people? Well, here's what those other people are. They're usually what my daddy would say, friendly enemies. Sadly, a lot of people in our circle don't care much for us. As a matter of fact, there's another study that says about half of the people that we deal with, they really don't like us. And when you think about that, that's scary. To think about the number of people we deal with, And to say that half of them don't really like us, that's some scary thoughts. Now let's look at these levels of friendship, and then we get into the Bible. One study says that there are 4 levels of friendship. One level is acquaintances, which is people that you know around town. You just have some all talk with them. Then there's another level called casual friends, which are people that we share activities with and we share something in common with. Then we have our close friends. Those are the ones that we would call when we have problems, and they'll call us when they have problems. And then there's that intimate friend, or those people that are in our inner circle. Those ones that when I have a secret, I can tell that to them and I know it's going to stay right there. So we have those 4 levels. Now, the smart man that we call Aristotle, he actually had 3 levels of friendship. And when I read this and I was studying this, I got shocked, because I looked at this and said, you can pick out the people in your circle and literally see how these people. Now, one of his levels was utility. Now, with utility, he was saying that we have people in our lives that we call friends, but really they're there for convenience. If I can't use them or they can't use me, we have no dealings with each other. And as things go on and we don't need them anymore, they tend to fall out of our lives. So we have utility. Then we have pleasure. Pleasure is that group of people that we call friends that we deal with because they bring joy to our life. They may always have good jokes. They may always be the life of the party. So we have those people, we call those our friends. And then he said you have the people on that level that we call good. And that good level is the one that is based on mutual respect towards each other. So you have, I respect you, you respect me, and we admire the qualities of each other. So we call ourselves friends. Now, as we dig a little deeper here, most psychologists say that 3 to 5 friends is a good number. 3 to 5 friends. One of my partners, his big mama told him, and we're gonna get into the Bible, and I'll tell you this. He told me, he said, man, my big mama told me that if a man lives this life and finds one real friend, he's blessed. And he said, he asked us, big mama, why you say that? He said, because most of the time, the people around you are not really your friends. He said, but if you find one good one, you're tremendously blessed. And then she told him, said, now, if you mess around and find 2 friends, not only are you blessed, but you, like they say, you're blessed and highly favored. So if you have some real friends, consider yourself blessed. Now, let's get into the Bible, and we're going to see what does the Bible tell us about friends and friendship. And I want to start with Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Let's start with Ecclesiastes. The subject is friends and real friendship and real friends, true friendship. All right, let's start with Ecclesiastes 4. We're going to go to Ecclesiastes 4, and then we're going to dig a little deep in this friendship. And let's see how this thing works. Friendship and friends. Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. And I want to start at verse 6. Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 6. Now, verse 6 really had nothing to do with friendship per se. But I just really wanted to get that verse because when I read that verse, man, that verse there kind of touched me a little bit. So Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 6. All right, come on, let's talk to them. Let's see what we have there.
Better is a handful with quietness.
It's good if you got one hand or something and you got peace and quietness. Come on.
Then both the hands full with travail and vexation of spirit.
Boy, that verse that I said, it's nothing with friendship, but that's just a good verse there. The writer saying, I'd rather have one hand full and have peace and quiet than to have 2 hands full and got to have a headache and heartache and got to argue and fuss. So he's saying it's good just to have some peace of mind. I just threw that in there for free. All right, come on, now let's go to verse 6. Let's get on this friendship. Come on, let's go. Keep on down. We started verse 6, now keep on reading. Verse 7, the next verse.
Then I returned and I saw vanity under the sun.
I saw vanity under the sun, emptiness, worthlessness under the sun. Come on.
There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he had neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Neither said he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good. This is also vanity. Yea, it is a sore travail.
When you have someone alone, Loneliness is never a good thing. It's not good to be alone. Loneliness is not good because God made us to want to be social beings. Loneliness will take you out. And the right here saying you can work hard, you can have things, but when you're alone, it's just hard. Things just go better together. Things go better together. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the next verse.
Two are better than one.
Two are better than one. It's better to have someone with you. Come on.
Because they have a good reward for their labor. I
always say that when you have somebody with you and you're working with them, you can get so much more done. Cooperation. There's so much more we can get done. So two are better than one. Companionship, friendship is better when you're working. Come on.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
When you mess up, when you're down, when you have a real friend, they'll be there to pick you up. Now, understand here, this lets us know that a friend shouldn't be trying to pull you down. Friends are there to pick you up. Come on.
But woe to him that is alone when he falls.
When you mess around and fall by yourself. That's why we need people around us. We need real friendship. When you fall by yourself, when you all by yourself and you messed up, it's hard on you. But when you have a real friend, when you have that two with you instead of that one, somebody be able to pick you up. Come on.
For he has not another to help him up.
It's hard when you're by yourself. Come on.
Again, if two lie together, then they have heat.
Now, most of us, when we hear that, you know, we tend to take that to male and female. We take that to male and female. You know, they always say, if a man gonna be alone, don't be alone in the wintertime. Yeah. At least be alone in the summer when it's hot already. But don't be by yourself in the wintertime. It's too cold for that. So when you have, we call it body heat. Yeah. If you got some companionship, friendship, there's some heat that can come with us being together. You can turn your air conditioner on 65, it'll be nice and cool in your building. But the more people come in there, that body heat comes in there and it warms up the atmosphere. It warms the atmosphere. So when it's cold outside, you need somebody with you. You need somebody to be with you. Friendship, come on.
But how can one be warm alone?
It's hard to be warm by yourself. Even a warm spirit. People that are alone and lonely, they usually be depressed. They usually be having evil ways of thinking. They usually be mean and grouchy because it's hard to be warm by yourself. We need friendship. We need it, but we need the right type of friendship. Come on.
And if one prevail against him,
watch this.
Two shall withstand him.
If I'm getting whipped, if somebody's going upside my head, and God bless, one of my best friends just passed the other day, and I used to always tell them when I was younger, I talked a little more noise than they did. And when I would talk noise, I'd always tell them we go somewhere. I said, now look at it. Don't y'all let me get whipped. Y'all know I'm small. Don't let me get whipped. So we would always laugh about that. And that's the thing. If I have somebody with me, if I have a real friend with me, if someone tries to overtake me, then the two of us should be able to handle that one. So he's saying, understand this. It's good to have companionship. It's good to have friendship. Come on, talk to me.
And a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
A threefold cord. Now, there are some people that say that this was referring to generational ties together, where you have a friend that was a father or grandfather, and then you have the son. It's hard to break. When you have things together, you can get so much more done. So the writer here lets us know that it's good to have companionship and friendship. It's a need for us. It's something that we should desire. So we need to make sure we have good friends. We need to make sure that we have someone that'll be there for us so we can have somebody to lean on and to depend on. Y'all get this? And I know what some of us say. Some of us so holy, all we need is Jesus. It's good to have heavenly help, but you also need some human help. You need some human friendship. We got that. All right, come on. Let's go to Proverbs 17. Proverbs 17. We just working on friendship and friends. Good to be with somebody. One songwriter when I was a little boy, I think his name was Solomon Burke. Some of you all older than me know that. I think that was Solomon Burke that said everybody needs somebody. We all need somebody. Proverbs 17 and 17.
Professor,
Yes, sir.
Who was Aristotle?
Aristotle was a great thinker in our world, our society.
He wasn't just a poet, was he?
No, sir. He did a little bit of everything.
That's who you named a while ago, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he was what?
A great thinker.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Proverbs 17 and 17. Let's see what the writer has to say here. Proverbs 17 and 17. Come on, let's see what we got.
A friend loveth at all times.
Oh, when you're right.
At all times.
When you're wrong.
At all times.
When you're on the mountaintop.
At all times.
When you're in the valley.
At all
when you got money.
At all times.
When you're broke.
At all.
If you have a real friend, it doesn't matter what your condition is, they're going to be there for you. Now, that's one way you can test to see if you have real friends in your life. If they're only with you when you got that stimulus check, now they gone, wasn't a friend. If they're only with you when your car riding good, wasn't your friend. If they're only with you when they can borrow money, wasn't your friend. If they're only with you when everything is going good, when you agree with each other, wasn't your friend. But a real friend loves you no matter what you're going through. Now, this doesn't mean they have to agree with you. A real friend can love you when you all disagree with each other. You can disagree with each other and still be friends. How can we fall out with somebody that we say is our road dog and we love so much, and we fall out over you ate the last pork chop and didn't give me a piece of it? Something wrong with that picture. That means we didn't have real friends from the start. What really happens is, a lot of times, problems will allow us to see what people really think about us. Problems will allow people's masks to come off. When they have a chance to kick you when you're down, okay, now I can show them how I really felt about them. So we have to be careful when we call everybody our friend. Come on, bitch, what you got?
Pastor, most people are not intelligent enough to be a real friend.
I can agree with that.
You got to be real intelligent to be a real friend.
Well, really, I would say not only got to be intelligent, I would say you got to be saved to be a real friend. I would say you need to know Jesus to be a real friend. You have to have something on the inside that will work as well on the outside.
I think you got to really struggle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look what he said there. He said at all times. When I'm down and out, and everybody else turn their back on me, and then here comes a real friend. Even when you messed up, I know you messed up, but I'm here with you. Now, that doesn't mean you uphold them in their wrong, but you still tell them, I'm here with you. We're going to get you back on track. That's what real friends do. Come on. Love it at all times. Come on, keep reading.
And a brother is born for adversity.
Born for adversity. Now, really and truly, the more we go through, the closer friendship really becomes. And you can move from friendship to actually brotherhood. Because, and my daddy always had to say, and I learned this, he always said, boy, when you're on top, you don't need nobody. Right. He said, you really need folks when you're down. And I learned that. When you got everything you need, you really don't need anybody. But when you down, that's when you really need somebody. And those people that are struggling with you at the bottom, those are the ones you should be celebrating when you get to the top. But we got that backwards. A lot of us will be at the bottom, and we'll be with one group, and then when we start going up, we want to leave that group down there, and then we get some new friends or new associates. And we don't realize, if I can struggle with you, I ought to better stay with you. My wife and I, we always say that, look, we ain't got much now, bro. When we were broke together, I ain't no breaking up now. No, we can't do that now. No, we can't do that now. If we can struggle together, we ought to get tighter. Friendship ought to get even better when we go through things. The more we go through, and it'll show you, adversity will show you. I got some real brothers. I didn't get a chance to have any biological brothers. I have some brothers just because we've gone through things together, and now I know for a fact I couldn't have a blood brother that could be tighter down with them because we've had some adversity. We've gone through some things, and that's what you have to see. Real friendship, when you're going through things, they right there with you. They right there with you. They by your side. Come on, Bishop, what you at?
I got one more something.
Come on, talk now. Come on.
My auntie there in Chicago, Mrs. Robinson, she had a child out of wedlock at 17 years old. And
don't tell all your folks being the
well, okay.
Take the name off of it. Come on, come on, Doc. Talk to me.
Okay. And you know what? She hadn't even finished high school, but he had. And they got married and everything. And he started being pushing the wheelbarrow for people that were laying bricks. Then he left that job with in Chicago. They never looked back. And he became pretty near a millionaire. And she helped him become well off, and she became the principal and whatnot. And she hadn't finished high school, but now that what you just said reminded me of that couple.
Yes, sir.
And whatnot. And you know what they told me one time? They said, hey, he may go somewhere, but I ain't going nowhere. And you know, he was going upstairs out from the basement. He said, she may go somewhere, but I ain't going nowhere because we done came to the rough part together.
That's right. And we need that. We need that.
Yeah.
Friend, you need a friend to get through that.
Yeah.
And we thank God for that. Thank God for that, Bishop. Let's go to Job 2.
Yeah.
We just looking at friendship and how friendship works. Job 2. Job, the 2nd chapter.
And I said that, Pastor, because a lot of times when couples start off, they don't have nothing. But it's time they start to give a little something, then they want to break up and separate after 10, 20, 30 years. I ain't kidding.
Yes,
After they get somewhere, they want to break up. But they didn't have nothing. They were tight as two pieces of love.
yes, sir. There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
But adversity will show you who's really with you.
Okay.
Adversity shows you who's really with you.
The true colors.
Have you some problems, you'll see who your real friends are. You'll see your real friends are. And this is going to show you here when we read Job 2. And there's a reason why I want to look at this verse, because this verse shows us something about how friendship works. Come on, Job 2. I want to start at verse 11. Everyone knows Job's story. We know his children died. Everything went on wrong with Job. Job was catching a pure D hell. We all know his story. But let's see how things were going with his friends with that. Come on, talk to them. Job 2 and verse 11.
Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon them,
his friends heard about it. Come on.
They came everyone from his own place.
Hold on. They came to Job when they heard he was having a problem. This didn't say Job called them. This didn't say Job called them. Hey, man, I'm catching hell. This didn't say somebody said, Job got to send him a text message. No, they heard that Job was having problems and they went to him. They went to him. Come on.
Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, where they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him.
When you have real friends, when you're going through it, your friends are going through it with you. And they came together and said, our friend is having problems. We're going to go there and comfort him. We're going to mourn with him. Someone that loves you, when you're going through it, they ain't laughing. They ain't nowhere in the corner talking about, I knew it just a matter of time. They ain't on Facebook sharing stuff. Real friends don't do that type of stuff. Those are fake friends. But real friends, they're going to come to you. You going through it. You got an issue going on. Let me join with you. Let me come out and check on you. And he didn't send for him. That's why I wanted to use that verse to emphasize that. He didn't have to send for him. Real friends, you ain't got to tell them, if you need me, call. Real friends gonna come and say, you need me. So I'm gonna be there. Real friends don't just show up. Come on, let's keep going.
And when they lifted up their eyes afar off and knew him not, they lifted up their voice and wept.
So, notice here, they looked off and saw Job wasn't looking like himself. And it hurt them because he wasn't himself. Real friends, when they see that you're going through it and you're not behaving like you should, you're not acting like you normally do, they don't see the real you. it hurts them. That's because a real friend loves you. That's what real friends do. He said, now, these guys said, man, our friend going through it. He don't even look like himself. And they cried because it hurt, because their friend was going through it. That's how real friendship is. Real friendship, when you down, I'm down. When you up, I'm up. Come on.
And they bring everyone his mantle.
They doing everything that was done to show weeping. Come on.
And sprinkle dust upon their heads toward heaven.
Come on.
So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights.
Oh, they stayed right there with him. They left where they were and came to their friend. And they stayed right there with him. A real friend will come to your rescue.
7 days and 7 nights.
7 days and 7 nights. A real friend will be right there by your side. However long you need them to be there, they'll be there. They dropped their life and said, I got to go check on my friend. I got to be there for my friend. That's what real friendship looks like. Real friendship looks like that. Come on, Bishop.
And look, Professor, how much patience they had in those days, older days. People had patience. 7 days and 7 nights, not saying nothing.
Didn't say nothing.
Wasn't conversing on nothing.
And then look at this, Bishop. I want to notice here. Notice here, it said that they heard that Job was going through his issues. When they got there, it doesn't say yet. They may say it later on when we finish reading, I doubt it. It doesn't say yet. They didn't ask what happened yet. They ain't said, Job, what happened? Right now, all that concerned about is Job going through. Now, later on, we know they start talking. But right now, they haven't said a word. All they're doing is being there to comfort their friend. This is what real friendship looks like. Real friendship. Come on, let's finish reading.
And none spake a word unto him.
They said a word.
For they saw that his grief was very great.
I don't have to come around talking. What happened, Job? Job, you knew better. Right now, all they doing is being there. As pastors, we talk, that's called the ministry of presence. Sometimes you ain't got to say nothing. Just be there.
A quiet and meek spirit.
A quiet and meek spirit. I don't have to say a word. Just be there.
It's a great price.
Just be there and cry with them. Just be there so when they need somebody to lay their head on your shoulder there. Just be there so when they ready to say something, they can say it to you and you just listen. He said, this is what real friendship looks like. Now, the question you have to ask yourself is, do I have any friends or people that I call my friends that handle business like this? Do I have any friends that carry themselves like this? If not, you have any real friends? Those are real friends you're dealing with. Because that's how real friends, this is how they respond. This is how they carry life. Y'all got this. All right? And I hope to God some of you are right now looking on Facebook and looking at all those 4,000 friends, you got those 5,000 friends. I hope to God that you looking now like, wait a minute. That ain't one. That's not a one. That's not a one. Block, 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 delete, X out. Because there are a lot of people in our lives who don't realize they're not our friends.
All right.
They're not our friends. And if they're not your friends, what else did that make them? Y'all see that I did. Proverbs 18, come on.
17 or 18.
Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18 and verse 24. When the Spirit would give me his lesson, I started looking at my own life and started trying to figure out the people in my circle. My circle is pretty small. I was like, oh, Lord, I ain't got many folks already I deal with like that. You mean to tell me I got to cut some of them loose?
Yeah, all of our circle is pretty small.
Proverbs 18 and 24.
Yes,
Proverbs 18 and verse 24. This is a very familiar.
yes.
Just about everybody knows this.
Can we think of anybody else in the Bible that was close friend to somebody or somebody close friend to?
We gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it in a minute.
Okay.
Bishop, that's why I like you to be around. I like you to be around. You challenge my mind. I like that. Proverbs 18 and 24. Matter of fact, the next verse we're going to go. Proverbs 18 and verse 24. Proverbs 18 and verse 24. All right, let's see what we got here. Talk to me.
A man that has friends must
someone that has friends. Come on.
Must show himself friendly.
Hey, the reason a lot of us don't have real friends is because we're not friendly. If you always fake with people and spread folks' business and lying on folks, what do you expect? Who wants a friend like that? If my friends act like that, why do I need enemies? So if a man is going to have some friends, he needs to be friendly, reciprocated. The Bible says in Galatians, be not deceived, God not mocked. Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. If I sow friendliness, I'll get some friendliness back. Right. But if I'm always treating folks bad and doing folks wrong, and I'm mad when the folks around me doing the same thing, and I've always said this, you have to be careful. If you have someone that's supposed to be your friend, and you allow them to come around and always tell other folks' business, you can get ready. When they go around their other friends, they're going to tell your business. Because that's what they do. But if you're a real friend, you say, no, we don't do it like that. Real friends are friendly people. So if I want friends, be friendly. If you want a real friend, be a real friend. If you want somebody you can count on, let folks be able to count on you. And you'll get it back. You'll get that back. Y'all getting this? So that way, sometimes my issue is not other folks, it's me. Right. The reason they acting like that towards me is because I'm not friendly enough. I don't have the right spirit. I don't act the right way. I don't treat them like a real friend would. So let's start working on that. Look at us first. Look at myself first. And then say, now, I'm treating you right. And see, when you do that, when you treat people the right way, when you friendly, when you doing it the right way and you're doing things like you should do, when you get ready to cut them loose, it doesn't bother you at all. You know why? Because I was doing everything. I was trying to be a real friend for you. I was trying to be there for you. But you're the one that wouldn't get it back to me. So now I got to let you go. Y'all know the song I said, looks like another love TKO. I got to let this thing go. So sometimes you got to cut folks off for your own sanity. And one writer told me, one guy told me, said, Pastor, we always say folks be acting a clown on anything, and they be clowning, but we got to ask ourselves, why do we keep going to the circus? If you don't want to see the clowns, don't go to the circus. That's pretty simple. When he said that to me, I said, boy, you said something deep right there. I think that was going around on Facebook. No, I'm not on Facebook like that. But that's a heavy-duty statement. Stop going to the circus. Stop being a fake friend yourself, and you may get you some real friends. Y'all got that? All right, come on. 1 Samuel. Oh, you didn't finish? I'm sorry. Come on. Let's read it up. I apologize. Come on. Talk to me.
And there is a friend that's sticking closer than.
Hey, I'm glad. Yeah, we need to have that part anyway. Now, he said, now, if you want to have friends, be friendly. And then there's another friend, a real friend, that's sticking closer than a brother. Y'all know him. Come on. We ain't going to go in there. Y'all make me feel Sunday morning on that. We're going to leave that right there. Y'all know who he is. Come on. 1 Samuel 18. 1 Samuel 18. There's not a friend like Jesus. That's what he's talking about, Jesus. And I always tell people, if you want to hear that song, they are not a friend. You find me Naomi Dotson. I don't care what no one else says. Can't nobody sing, they're not a friend. Like Sister Naomi Dotson. God knows she can show enough, as the old folks say. Sing that song. Yes, sir, every time she here. If I see in the grocery store, I may have to go hit them know that they're not a friend. Amen. 1 Samuel 18.
Oh, 1 Samuel.
Yes, sir. 1 Samuel 18. Let's look at some more friendship. I think this is what you were referring to, Bishop. 1 Samuel 18. And we're going to look at, let's start at verse 1. We'll start at verse 1. We're not going to stay on the whole time tonight because I've had a very long day, and I told you all Sunday, I'm trying to catch myself up on a little rest.
Yeah.
1 Samuel. I said that it may end up being here till 8 o'clock.
That's all right.
I know somebody said.
They used to hold prayer in church,
Yes,
2
sir.
hours back in the writing of the
Yes,
Constitution.
sir.
and whatnot.
I know somebody said, no, not me, Doc.
In the
I'm
White
hitting this
House.
button on you.
In the White House.
1 Samuel 18. And let's start at verse 1. 1 Samuel 18. We're going to start at verse 1. All right, let's see what we got here.
And it came to pass,
Mm-hmm.
when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul,
Talking about David. David was having a conversation with Saul. Come on.
that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David.
Uh-huh.
And Jonathan loved him as his own soul.
Here's Saul, King Saul's son.
His son.
And David had one of the greatest friendships ever known.
Boy,
Their souls were knit together. And I know some people try to twist that into a perverted way, but this Bible wasn't referring to that in a perverted, twisted way. It was referring to the fact that they loved each other.
yes.
Like true brothers.
Right.
They loved each other. Their souls were connected together. Great friendship. And you can have some friends that you're just like that.
That's right.
You're just like that.
David didn't have nothing, Pastor.
Mhm.
Jonathan was the king's son.
The king's son.
He had some of everything.
He had everything. Come on.
Look,
And Saul took him that day
Uh-huh.
and would let him go no more home to his father's house.
David had just finished killing Goliath.
Yep.
And they talked. And now his son loves this boy as a true brother.
Yep.
And Saul said, I got to keep this young man here.
Yep.
This young man, he got to stay at the house. He got to stay at the house here.
Yep.
Because real friendship can actually be tighter and have a closer bond than blood.
That's right.
Real friendship have a bond closer than blood.
That's right.
We just tight like that. And honestly, I hate to say it like this, but if you do this, look at this story. David's brothers were even mad that he came down to fight,
Right.
talking crazy to him.
Right.
But here this other man's son
Yeah.
treat him like a real brother.
And somebody that ain't no papa,
Uh-huh.
ain't no baby.
That's right. That's right. Come on, let's go.
Then Jonathan and David made a covenant
They made a covenant.
because he loved him as his own soul.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh.
Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him
Uh-huh.
and gave it to David.
Oh, what did this friend do?
Stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David.
His friend gave. Real friendship consists of giving.
Yes, he does.
You will give your own to your friend because you love them as much as you love yourself. Test your friends out. Test those people around you out. Test those folks that's giving you these thumbs up and likes out and see if they have that type of friendship. See when are they willing to give? Are they givers or are they takers? Real friends will give. Real friends give. Come on, talk to me.
And his garments.
Uh-huh. He gave the robe and the garment. Now remember now, Jonathan was a royal child. Jonathan was the king's son. These weren't cheat codes.
Oh, no.
These weren't cheat codes.
Silk.